Please subscribe and ring the bell to never miss an update. It's the time of year for Christmas cheer, and I can't wait to show you my holiday tablescape. It's a Merry Thriftmas on Lady Mary Beth. This year we're home for the holidays, and I wanted a bit of nostalgia with the traditional red and green of Christmas. We normally set a very wintry look since we come home New Year's Eve, and then we have more of the silver, gold, and white, very soothing and calming for the new year. But this year we are just wanting a bit of comfort. So let me show you around the table. I will introduce the place setting and how I have designed everything and the special touches, as well as our buffet. So stay tuned and I will show you all of the beautiful elements of the table. Many of the items I'm featuring on the table and the place setting are thrifted, as you can imagine. And I'm really excited to debut the Lenox holiday pattern. I've collected this for several years, and believe it or not, I have never featured it because we're not home for Christmas usually. And this I have acquired mostly on shopgoodwill.com. And you would think that I would break it up with maybe a different pattern for the salad plate, but I want the full effect this year for its debut. And underneath I have the Villerenbach Verona charger in gold. And I love this shade of gold. It's not too garish. It's very angelic and soft. Complements the place setting quite nicely. And this is one of my new additions, the Lenox Medford flatware pattern. It's stainless and gold, and it lends itself to either a modern or traditional look. I think I can have a lot of fun with this. That was my Christmas gift to me. And these Bubblefoot Anchor Hawking ruby glasses you might recognize from one of my garage sale finds. These are very old, and I think they'd be perfect for ambrosia or strawberries Romanoff for a brunch or even dessert. And the napkins are a gold brocade, and they tie in nicely with the Verona chargers. These are from Team Resale in Tomball. And the napkin rings I've acquired over time at different thrift shops and on clearance aisles. So I'm really excited to feature this china and have a nice holiday dinner with my family. Aren't these emerald glasses divine? I found these at upscale resale in the Dallas area for $1 each, and I bought all they had. These are perfect for so many holidays, but especially Christmas. And the Waterford Crystal Airglen flutes are from my wedding. And these I thought would be nice for mimosas or peach bellinis, especially if we start with a Christmas brunch. So I just wanted to share the glassware with you because I think it's so fun to combine a fine crystal with a vintage glass for added interest. This cherry red tablecloth is perfect for a place setting. It pulls out the red holly berries in the Lenox holiday. And believe it or not, this was a bargain find at Costco. It's the Kate Spade Larrabee Dot tablecloth. I got the cloth and 8 napkins for under $25. So don't walk, but run to your nearest Costco. They had this in 3 different colors. And when I'm working with table linens, I like to build layers. It adds interest. And this is a die cut runner. I really like the look of it. It's got the green and gold. It doesn't repeat the red. It's not too much. This was from Amazon, and it's a Saro brand, S-A-R-O. And I've also placed another sheer table runner under our centerpiece. This is an estate sale find, and I basically got it for free. It's an ivory background with Christmas stars. It reminds me of something I've seen in Germany, and with the gold tassels. And I think all of these elements come together nicely without overpowering the vibrant red tablecloth. This estate sale find, crystal butter dish and salt and pepper shakers are perfect for the end of the table, and it adds a bit of light. We don't need more color on the table. And I do like to add an element of surprise. These Lenox holiday square dishes that came from the Bluebird Circle charity resale will feature chocolate truffles. And I've got one over here as well. And then in the same pattern, also from Bluebird Circle, I have the Lenox holiday bowl. And this could be for maybe shredded cheese if we're serving baked potatoes, or it could be for something fun like chocolate dipped pretzels on the table, or maybe whipped cream with dessert. Another online Goodwill find, the Lenox Holiday Christmas tree dish that will be placed at the end of the table with another sweet surprise. One of my favorite garage sale finds of late is this 50-cent glass dish. And I know it looks quite whimsical. It's not extremely elegant or traditional, but I love the colors and I think it works really well with our table setting. And I could put something fun on this. It's all about the details. You add interest and make your guests feel welcome with all the special touches. This was a Christmas in July estate sale find for $8. What an affordable centerpiece. And it adds a touch of whimsy to the table. And the centerpiece is graced by the Corinth Marquee by Waterford candle holders. These you might remember I found at shopgoodwill.com. And I've placed some Hobby Lobby candles inside that are battery operated, and the color will take me into the new year. Just a little fun for the table. And I have a few elements that I've added for interest. This is one of my favorites. And I left the price tag on bottom, so I would always remember $3.99 from Goodwill. And it is a very colorful snow globe. It adds a whole lot of interest to the table. And it lights up in different colors. Isn't that fun? Oh, I just love this snow globe. I've had a lot of parties and dinners with that as a centerpiece. This is a $5 garage sale find. It's from Kirkland's. Actually, it's Costco. That's the Kirkland's brand. And you can feature photographs inside the globe. I haven't decided which pictures I'm going to put in yet, but I will definitely work on that before Christmas dinner. Maybe I'll surprise my family with something. This is a Julia Knight metalware enamel piece, and I got this on eBay. I love all of her pieces, and it's definitely more affordable in the secondary market. Neiman Marcus carries the Julia Knight brand. And I have a rose bowl in my Lenox Holiday that was gifted to me by a friend recently, and I'm featuring it with dessert sporks. Have you ever heard of such a thing? This came in the Lenox place setting of my Medford pattern. I have not seen the spork as a standard piece, and I've decided that I will serve chocolate mousse with vanilla bean ice cream so that we can use our sporks. That's something new for me. And to add a bit of nostalgia, I have this glass Christmas tree from Goodwill. You might remember these from your childhood. My mother always featured foil wrapped Hershey's Kisses inside. And I've placed a variety of miniature ball ornaments. And I think that adds some interest to our Christmas look. It was such fun setting the dining server or buffet with items on hand and with help from a $2.99 grab bag that I got last year at Goodwill with random Christmas items. So let me show you how I've incorporated these elements along with some of my treasures. The buffet is often used for desserts in our family when we have a special event, but since Christmas is a longer season, I wanted to use this as part of my decor. And of course, I can move out a couple of elements to feature some desserts if needed. And I have placed this Mariposa napkin box with some fun napkins so that when we do have dessert, I've got these handy. And this is a really neat item from Villeroy & Boch that I acquired a few years ago, and it's the Toys Delight pattern, and it's got a tea light candle. This is made of porcelain, and it's musical and plays O Tannenbaum. It's such fun. Isn't that neat? And I've taken my tea set down for the holidays, but I've kept the silver tray because I don't want to have to store it, and it serves as a nice base for the holiday look for the dining room server. So let me show you all about it, and it includes some of these thrifted finds in the Goodwill grab bag. I've added some gold mesh underneath all of the items here. This was in a $1 grab bag from Team Resale. You could find this at Hobby Lobby. I just cut it to size. And here I have a vintage hand-painted candy dish, also from Team Resale. I didn't buy it the first time I saw it, but then I went back because I thought that could be a lot of fun, even for Valentine's. And here in the center, you will notice one of the glass cloches. I also featured a DIY to show you how to make these. And I've added some vintage plaid ornaments from Team Resale and some interesting shaped ornaments from Goodwill. The only new element here are these two poinsettias that are clip-on, and they were $1 each at Walmart. Tied a bit of ribbon, placed it here on my Annie glass and then on a vintage cake stand for a festive look. And from the grab bag, I have this toy soldier that was probably made in the 1960s or 70s. He's really interesting, and he's standing guard. He looks more like a drummer boy. And also from Team Resale, I got this little miniature cloche that looks kind of like a snow globe with Santa. That was $1. And from the grab bag, I have this poinsettia that I've added, featuring some items on hand, the Waterford Crystal Snowman, a Hoya Crystal Santa, and this compote you might recognize from one of my estate sales. It's Waterford Crystal, and it's a pattern I had not seen before. And inside, I have placed a cloisonne bell that was $1 at Team Resale and embellished it with a poinsettia from the grab bag. And throughout, I have placed some needlepoint and cross-stitch items that were part of that Goodwill package that was $2.99. And I've got another one tucked back here. I think it adds a lot of interest, and it looks like someone's worked really hard putting lots of love into that. And these gold snowflakes are so much fun. That was also part of that bag. And I'm nestling it in with some beautiful poinsettias that I picked up on clearance in Tennessee. And the Santa cookie jar. This is an item I got years ago at Target, and he comes out every year. And I filled it with some of my favorite Nam's Bits cookies from Georgia. So we always have something sweet on hand. And for a bit of fun, I found this box of Christmas trivia at Team Resale. So this allows us to have a bit of interest for the holidays, also an activity, and some hidden snacks. I encourage you to pull things together that you find around the house or maybe at thrift stores and create a story. Just remember, start out with the base and add elements and add some dimension. I hope that you can pull together items on hand and maybe pop into a thrift store or Goodwill for just a few more table elements to complete your look. Thanks again for joining Lady Mary Beth. I wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and your family. Elevate your everyday with thrifted holiday decor. Thanks for joining Lady Mary Beth. Please hit like and subscribe. I hope to see you next time for more lifestyle tips.